Kiah, first to you. My question to you is, what attracted you to the role of Denise?
Yeah, well, when I read the first pilot script, I was really hooked in the series in general. But honestly, plainly enough, Denise is a grad student living in Chicago, and I from Chicago, and I was living in Chicago. And so when you get those like little context clues in an audition, like right off the bat, you feel super comfortable because you're like, oh, I could totally do this. And I had an idea of the sci-fi elements, but those became real once, of course, I got the role and started filming. So I really thought that it was kind of just like chiller, like grad student hanging out, like chilling. And I was like, I could do this. That's something I see myself doing. So initially I was just like, let's do it. And then I kind of got thrown to the wind with all of the extra components that started happening. So yeah.
To you, Judd has a lot of mystery surrounding his character, and I think that's one of the things that I really liked about your character in it. How did you kind of prepare for this role?
So it was kind of difficult because he initially, when I first read the script, like I didn't know who he was, and then as you read on, you see more and more about him and where he comes from and stuff like that. So I think the most important thing that I needed to do was read the scripts and get a good understanding of his background. And once I did that, then I can start to fill in the blanks a bit more. But it was definitely a challenge, and I'm an actor that mainly does sci-fi and fantasy. I don't think I've ever done like a a normal drama before, other than the newsreader. But yeah, this was definitely a difficult character to approach. Yeah, to begin with.
Kiah, back to you. I think, like you mentioned, kind of being thrown to the wolves. So not only that, working with J.K. Simmons and Sissy Spacek, kind of what was that like for you as well?
It was just crazy. I top to bottom was just like every day was enamored. And I caught a lot of scenes alone with JK and a lot of scenes alone with Sissy. So it was fantastic to be able to like pick their brains and kind of ask them questions about their craft, questions about like how would you approach this or how do you do that? And they were so giving and willing to share and help out a young actor, which was like at the accomplishments that they have and the accolades that they have, the fact that they still want to take the time to kind of get to know me and somebody who's such a novice and kind of asking silly things, and they take those questions with grace and humility, it's just like all you can ask for. So it really was just wonderful, truly.
I really found that as well. I found that experience. They are so grounded and down to earth. I was fearing that they were going to be, divas and stuff like that, but no, they're the most beautiful, talented actors I think I've ever worked with. It's just, it's evident that they win all these awards, I think, just by working with them and seeing how they conduct themselves on set. They're really beautiful people.